Hello friends, hope you had a lovely long weekend. It is Tuesday. We are just after Simcoe Day. So yeah, thanks Mr. Simcoe for the holiday. Great. Yeah, so what's on deck today? So a bunch of things. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on. The first thing that I want to talk about is our signage. So we got the digital signage rocking at the front there now. And I can show you a very quick little glimpse here of the auto scheduling that we can do with that digital signage. So you can see right here that, yesterday we had a full day running that indicated that the tool library was closed because it's a holiday, with a little bit of extra messaging there. And so today I have it auto scheduled that it automatically kicks over into showing that we're going to be open. So I'm going to make another asset to go up into the scheduler there that will basically kick in an hour before we are open, indicating like, hey, we're going to be open in an hour. And then while we're open, another graphic that says, hey, we're open, ring the bell, come on in. And so then that will be scheduled to end basically at closing time. It's going to be exciting because I'm going to have Andre in the place today, and I'm definitely going to start putting that guy on camera. He's such a cool guy, and he's got just a fantastic knowledge of tools and such an enthusiasm for the tool library. I can't wait to be working with him. So in addition to that, today is another big one because we are sending off a sales order for approval by Stefan at CSI, and we have been in major production of all of their shielding units, everything they need to keep people safe as they return to co-working at CSI. I can show you a really quick glimpse here of some of the units that we've got right now. This is what we call the standing unit, and the reason we call it that, you can see like the tab system designed by Mark that allows the feet to be locked in place. And so this is a beautiful solution because we are able to produce these at significant quantities, and we're able to produce them at a price point that's extremely competitive with units like this. We've got a few different styles. The one we're just looking at there was the standing unit. We also have hanging units. And we've got another one called a study carrel, and then we've got a variety of options that we can offer along with those, including like certain decorative touches, privacy frosting if people need that. And so CSI is our first, major purchaser of this line of products, and it has given us the opportunity to put in place some things that we have very much needed, including an inventory system, low stock warnings, a way of onboarding vendors, vendor management, purchase orders, sales orders, pricing lists, all of that kind of stuff that we haven't really had before, but honestly we have needed because we sell stuff, right? So the same system that I've put in place for that, we'll use that for our consumables. For example, in the library, we have all of these sanding wheels and sanding belts and grinding wheels and router bits and things like that, and we don't really have a system for tracking any of that. We have vendors like Saponetti that we deal with for soaps, and because we haven't had the plumbing in place for that, we haven't really been able to excel in those things. Another area is our sale of gently used tools. We get overstock, and that overstock tends to just pile up, and then that becomes an extra expense for us because we need storage for all of that. And really what should be happening is like that should be going out. We should be selling it off, and that could go from being a liability to being a nice little revenue stream for us. So a lot of plans for this system, but I can show you a real quick glimpse of what that sales order looks like here. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. And so right here, this is our sales order, right? And so each of the units that we produce comes in a certain variety of sizes that we can offer. And I'm here in the inventory system where we can generate purchase orders as well as sales orders. So we've got 27 hanging shields, we've got 12 standing shields, 30 steady carrels, and we got 15 of those decoration items that I was talking about, 15 frosted shield treatments, and then we're going to add on an installation fee and a little fee for the initial estimate of the project. Now that's on the sales order side of things, but if we go over to the vendors here, we can see that there we've got Mark listed out as a vendor, and we've got a purchase order created here, purchase order 1, and right there we can see where we are, filing a purchase order with Mark. So in a nutshell, what happens is, somebody expresses an interest in one of our products. We generate a sales order for that, gets all the details for it. Then we turn around, we issue a purchase order for the maker or whatever vendor, could be Saponetti or whoever, that allows us to order at the time we need it, the units from them. Now there's another whole side to this setup that I'll have to go into more detail in another video, which is project management. But basically I can link project management to the production of the items of that purchase order, and as they get fulfilled, the stock goes up, and that can then be ticked off against the sales order. So what does it mean for the maker? Well, it means that once they're in the system and they're assigned a vendor number, we can then order things from them. And once they approve the purchase order, we turn it into a bill for ourselves that allows us to then pay them, and then we invoice whoever is ultimately receiving those products. So it means that they don't have to worry about invoicing, they don't have to worry about any of that. They can just focus on what they like to do, which is making stuff. And they're not going to be frustrated by getting a lot of conflicting specs. They're not going to have to stop what they're doing in order to report to the purchaser, the potential client, on what they're doing. All of that can be handled by us. And we've now got systems in place for it. I could go further because we've also got systems in place for promoting those makers and promoting the items. We can now do segmented lists amongst all of our membership. We have systems hooked to our social media, and that is ready to go so that we can promote the items that we have. And then on top of that, we've also got support in place. The help desk system is going great. I know that I've personally handled more than 50 support tickets that have come in. I've got like 8 ratings, and I've got like 100% satisfaction on them. So people seem to be liking that. I think as more people realize that we've got this dedicated support desk, they're going to be using it. But it's not just for our membership. We'll be able to use that as our dedicated support system for products that we sell as well. So very, very exciting. We are making huge inroads on opening up new revenue streams in light of what we need to do following C-19 and the effects that it had on our organization. So I'm going to wrap it up there because the other thing that I need to do today is fix our doorbell. It stopped working. I think some water got into it, so I'm going to see if I can get that up and running before we are open today. Then I'm going to be meeting up with Andre, showing him the inventory system, and we'll start putting our consumables into it. All right, I got to gym. Talk to you guys later.